What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And tonight I want to talk to you about two topics. Number one is going to be investigative journalism, and then I'm going to follow it up with my investigations into the Goldman Sachs dark pool investigations that a lot of people are starting to talk about. But before I get started with that, I wanted to take a moment and speak to my YouTube friends out there. What is investigative journalism? And we can see right here that it says investigative journalism is a form of journalism in which reporters deeply investigate a single topic of interest, such as serious crime, political corruption, or corrupt wrongdoings. And investigative journalists may spend months or years searching and preparing a report or post. Now, the reason I bring that up is I found me and Brenda was watching some DD, and we come across the Goldman Sachs dark pool investigation. So I did a little investigating into it, and I found out that it came from this article right here, Wall Street on Parade, A Citizen's Guide to Wall Street. All right, and the article is titled, Goldman Sachs Says Its Dark Pools Are Under Investigation, along with about everything else the firm does. Now, when I first heard the report and I went looking for this article, what I was trying to do was validate rather this website would be a credible source of information for me to bring forth to y'all. I mean, I don't want to create a video that says Goldman Sachs is being investigated for dark pools because I find it on the internet, but it's not really true. So you have to dig deep, and here we are right here. I found the very first instance of that. Then the next instance I found of it was here on Reddit, and it says Goldman Sachs says its dark pools are under investigation along with everything else the firm does, and then it lists that letter that we just looked at. But here's the problem I had with that. It didn't make sense. Goldman Sachs is saying their entire firm's under investigation. Now, I just find that hard to believe. That's what made me start looking. Is I didn't just bite the hook and begin believing that they're being under investigation. I went and looked, and I'm thinking, that don't make no sense. You mean to tell me Goldman Sachs is saying their entire firm is just shit? That with the dark pool investigations and practically everything else that they do is under, no. So I'm still looking. I'm going, well, if Goldman Sachs said it, when or where did they say it? But my point here is that this is a Reddit post, people. Reddit is not a credible source to quote when you're doing an investigative research. You could say anything in the whole wide world here on Reddit. I can find Reddit posts that support Trump, and I can find Reddit posts that call Trump all kind of donkeys, you know. So you can't use Reddit as a credible source when you're trying to deliver the information. That's why I can't say that because it's here on Reddit, Goldman Sachs must be being investigated. You see? So then I moved on and I Googled it, dark pools being investigated. All right, and of course, two of the videos that I've already watched popped up. But then Wall Street on Parade popped up right here. That's the article under question. And then Frank Netz. Now, I like Frank Netz, but Frank Netz writes with a tilt. He only writes positive AMC because he's an ape. So there's nothing really AMC could do wrong. So you can't go to Frank Netz and say, well, Frank is a credible source because Frank is going to give you AMC's view of things. See, you want something balanced. Forbes has an article right here. SEC looking closely at dark pools. Here's what they are doing. And I pulled that article up in Forbes right here, where it says the SEC looking closely at the dark pools. Here's what they are and why Reddit traders are rallying. But notice the date of it, 2021. So they've been investigating dark pools since 2021. So then I get to Forbes and I see the SEC looking closely at the dark pools. Now we got a credible source here. Here's what they are and why Reddit traders are rallying. But if you notice, the article was written right here, August 4th, 2021. Okay? You want another credible source? Here it is, the New York Times. Regulators aren't done with dark pool investigations. So there you go. There's a credible source. But wait, this article was written in 2016, people. So even though we can quote it as a credible source, we have to also notice the date. That they've been investigating dark pools since how long, Brenda?
Well, it's the article right here. In 2009, there was a proposed rule from the SEC to ban the dark pools.
2009. So, if somebody says Goldman Sachs is being investigated under their dark pools, say they've been investigating fucking dark pools since 2009 at least. So, here we are, people, at a crossroads. And you get a chance to learn something new here. You don't bite the hook and become dinner, all right? Just because this article, which is unverified and not a credible source, is spreading, so's the wildfire of wrong information. Now, are they being investigated? Most likely, but they are not the ones going around saying, hey, everything we've got is shit. No. So the article itself and everything in it is subject. And I just wanted y'all to know that I am not in the hurry to be the first person to bring you a particular news or topic. Okay? My job, I feel, is to do exactly what this says and dive deep into the topic. And it may take a week, it may take a day, it may take a week, it may take months, or it may take a year. Because I'm still working on shit that I've been working on for 5 months now. But I want to make sure my stuff's accurate. And as far as the post about Goldman Sachs, I can't find anything else in any credible source. So I'm going to write this off as false. Love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video.